And we're back, guys. Tennis in a minute. I'm your host, Good Energy. I give you the rundown on tennis coverage every day, and the French Open is upon us. This video, we're gonna take a look at Alicia Parks versus Sarah Sieto from Japan, and then we're gonna take a look at Strasbourg. Stay tuned for the next couple of videos. We're gonna take a look at the French Open qualifiers. Now, listen, I didn't realize the schedule was this sloppy this year. The schedule's very sloppy. French Open qualifier started today, and I say it all the time, guys. When these slams happen and there's that, that pre-tournament before the slam, a lot of players have to, especially the stars, they have to get to France. They have to settle in because that's the big money maker. That's the big tournament. Slams where you get your points. There's media obligations, especially, there's charities. There's a lot going on at the slams, and these big stars, that is the priority. So you saw a lot of upsets today. I didn't realize the schedule was this sloppy. It's sloppy, guys. So be careful with this tournament because it's just be careful because the players you think that are going to win, they're not going to win this tournament. And I do see some numeric locks today. So enjoy this video. But we're going to start things off with Parks and Sarah Sieto. Now, I'm familiar with Sarah, guys. I've watched her on the ITF. I know her game. She's good. And I'm telling you guys, Alicia Parks, she gets like the weirdest schedule. I'm telling you. It's like she always gets someone in her draw that is like, whoa. Sarah is good. Now, don't pay attention to her ranking. She has power. She can make shots between the lines. She's ranked, I think she's ranked in the like 230. Do not pay attention to that. It's when you're trying to break through on the ITF, it's tough because you have to get into you have to qualify for one of these big slams or one of these master events. You have to qualify. And Sarah she's going to be on the main tour very soon. I'm telling you guys, she's good. She's beat some big names. I've watched her play. She's a good shot maker between the lines. And I say this all the time. When you're on the ITF, when you have that power that can blast opponents off the court, you quickly climb up to the main tour because it's just, you're too strong. Sarah's kind of mid-level with her power, but she's a good shot maker. And she's going to get balls back. The question is, can she deal with Alicia Parks' power? Because Alicia Parks packs a very powerful punch. And I'm telling you, this Parks, she always gets these tough players, these upcomers. They always, we saw Sarah Balek at the Australian Open. This is that type of match, right? This is that type of match in qualifiers. Now, I think Sieto, I think she's good enough to where she would beat someone like a Brenda Favortova or even a Linda Favortova. That's how good she is. I'm telling you guys, she's pretty good. I did give the pick out earlier this year for Priscilla Hahn to beat her. Hahn was the underdog. That's how good Sarah is. So right now in this matchup, Parks is the underdogs, guys. The experts think that Sarah can win this match. But we're going to go with AP from Atlanta, Georgia. AP's got to set the tone. I mean, she at the end of the day, she is playing an ITF player. She needs to set the tone with her power and send a message early that you are not going to be returning my serves. So Parks has to set the message early. We're going to go with Alicia Parks to win the first set and set the tone as the underdog. But Sarah is good, I'm telling you guys. We're going to take a look at the what am I saying? We're going to take a look at the French Open qualifiers, so stay tuned for the next two videos. We're going to take a look at Morocco, and this video is going to focus on Strasbourg. But again, guys, the French Open is upon us. Players want to get settled in because that is the big money maker. They're not making any money in this tournament here. They need to get to France, relax, get their rhythm, get used to the courts, get settled in, get their routine going. That's where they're going to make their money. So be careful with this tournament. Leylah Fernandez and Liudmila. Listen, guys, the head-to-head is 1-1. Liudmila came through. I told you she'd come through over Barbora, but this is going to be a different scenario here. I think Leylah wins the first set, and I think Leylah's going to set the tone in this match. So I like Leylah to win the first set, and I like her to cover the set spread, and I like Leylah to win the match. Leylah's going to show her dominance in this one. Svitolina and Buell. I'm glad they updated the pictures, right, guys? And they've improved their site because I'm telling you, this site used to be so horrible to navigate. So they have invested some money in it because it was a nightmare navigating this site. So I'm glad they updated the pictures. We're gonna take Svitolina here. This She's the defending champion. I don't think she necessarily needs to get to France. This is her opportunity to defend her title against a competition, against a draw that she can beat. Svitolina can beat all the players in this draw without doubt. So I like Svitolina to win this match. Buell's good. I mean, look, you guys know I love Buell, one of the fastest players on tour, big time junior, former #1 junior. She's big time, good variety, but I like Svitolina to overpower Buell. Katarina, good win today over Yulia. And look, she has the range. Yulia, she's unpredictable, right? And I always tell you guys in the past, Yulia is not someone I'd even consider wagering on because she's too emotional. She's too careless and reckless. She's not disciplined. You stay away from those players. And the same with Katarina. She's not someone I would consider. But nonetheless, Danielle Collins looks good. She's got a lot of power, but this might be that tournament where she wants to get to France early to do well. I think Katarina is going to cover the spread here. Danielle's a big favorite, 3-1 favorite. I'm going to take Katarina again to cover the spread, 6.5. I think Katarina can win a set as well, but we're going to see how Danielle plays because this is one of those matches where I think Katarina can cover. We'll take Katarina 6.5, and then I like her on the set spread. Who do we got here? Seems like Danielle's cooling off too. And Kalinina taking on Fiona Ferro. Look, Fiona, she moves good on clay, but she's unpredictable. She's having a better season, but she can get balls back. She's going to be a lot undersized when it comes to power, so I'm going to take Helena to win the match. Helena is going to be too strong for Ferro. Marquetta, slam champion. I think she wants to do well in France. Magdalena, again, Sloane's a slam champion. She made the French Open Championship. Sloane is a big draw. I mean, her face is just splattered over all these tournaments. Sloane is big. Sloane should have never lost to Magdalena. But nonetheless, Magdalena, Marquetta. Marquetta's got too much variety. Got to go with Marquetta to win this match. I like Marquetta to win this match. Magdalena taking on Ekaterina. Ekaterina, Magda. This is going to be a good match here. The head-to-head's 2-2. I think the first set goes over 8.5. I think both of these ladies, they're going to get balls back. And I think it's going to be a very competitive match. We'll take the first set over 8.5. Emma Navarro taking on Beatrice Hadad. I like Beatrice to win a set. Beatrice is the underdog in this spot here. The last time they played, Beatrice won. I told you Beatrice would win. This could be payback for Emma Navarro, but at the end of the day, Beatrice she's just too strong for Emma. I mean, I don't necessarily think. I will. I will say Beatrice is a notch above Emma. I still see her as a green player. I mean, she's another player like Sarah Sieto that I've watched come up from the ranks. I've watched her for a long time. And Emma I think she's going to be the future of American tennis, along with Katie Volynets and Coco. They're going to be right there. I mean, I do still think Coco's eons above them in terms of game. And this is what you guys got to understand. Emma went to college. I mean, she's got great resources. She travels with an entire camp. She hasn't really made money on tour. I mean, she won a couple tournaments, but she's won ITF tournaments. You don't make money from ITF tournaments. She travels with a full team. She's had the best resources. And she went to college. Take a look at someone like Coco, who's what 2-3 years younger than Emma. Much better career on the main tour. I mean, Coco's big time, guys. And you gotta understand that. Now, in terms of American tennis, I do think Emma's a classy woman. I love her. I think she's a good player. She's good with the fans. I think she's going to be around for a long time. But this is one of those matchups I still see her as a little green. There's a lot of areas she can improve. Her serve, her forehand. I do think her backhand's tough. She can punish you with the deep ball. But the problem is inside the baseline, I think Beatrice is going. She's a court bully. I think she's going to get control. And I think Beatrice wins at least a set as the underdog. That's the pick. Wong and Madison Keys. This might be one of those matches where Madison, She is still trying to hold on to that spot. So she's got Emma Navarro by, I want to say, anywhere from, I'm going to be a little bit, I'm going to be a little bit lenient on my estimate. I think Madison's anywhere from what 550 to anywhere from 5 to 600 points ahead of Emma Navarro, maybe a little more. But she's got to win matches. Let's say Emma wins this tournament, and Emma's going to pick up 500 points. Then the French Open's going to get very interesting. So I do still think Madison has something to play for. Wong, I'll be honest, I'm not really a fan of Wong, and I'm not a fan of Wong. I'm not, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna take Madison Keys to win this match. Those are the picks, guys. Enjoy. Stay tuned. We're gonna take a look at the French Open draw qualifiers. I think that's a lot more interesting than this tournament, even though it's qualifiers and we have some big names here. It's going to get good, guys. I'm really looking forward to this French Open because, again, look what Coco said. If I play anyone on tour with how I played Iga, I beat them. And you gotta agree, this French Open is gonna be good, guys. This French Open is gonna be good. And actually, I should talk about. Yeah, there's something I want to talk about. Stay tuned, guys. Tennis in a minute. We'll be